Quotes from Alice Cooper. Alice Cooper, American singer, born 1948. Don't forget subscribe. Mistakes are part of the game. It's how well you recover from them. That's the mark of a great player. There was a period of time when I thought I had to be Alice Cooper all the time. What most people don't understand is that UFOs are on a cosmic tourist route. That's why they're always seen in Arizona, Scotland, and New Mexico. Another thing to consider is that all three of those destinations are good places to play golf. So there's possibly some connection between aliens and golf. People that haven't seen us yet are shocked because they think that Alice Cooper must be a female folk singer. They don't expect the whole thing. I'm very romantic. I'm extremely romantic. I date my wife. Yet I was Marilyn Manson, times 10. The two most joyous times of the year are Christmas morning and the end of school. Throughout my life, there are 4 people I've met who were truly original people. The other 3 were Groucho Marx, Jim Morrison, and Pablo Picasso. When we get together and rehearse, which is always living with each other, we always talk about what would make it better, what would mean more, what would say more. So we're always improving and growing. The minute you step on stage, you get 8 feet taller. I appreciate an audience that reacts to the music, even if they jump on stage and try to beat us up. I think that's a fantastic reaction. I think that they're really hearing something then. It's like this. These 5 members have been influenced, of course, by other groups, because that's where this generation's groups came from. An environment like the Beatles, the Rolling Stones, the Yardbirds, and the Who. People like that. If it's total freedom, I guess the ultimate thing you can go into is total silence between the audience and performer, with the performer projecting something he doesn't even have to play. If you confine it, you're confining a whole thing. If you make it spontaneous, so that anything can happen, like we don't want to confine or restrict anything. What we can do, whatever we can let happen, you just let it happen. So what this is us, our personalities refined down onto a stage performance. In other words, the way we played is the end product of the way we live. We live in the cities, you see. We got on his label, and the bizarre organization is just going up and up. So we have faith. We just set it up and recorded it the way we played it. But that was the way we played it then. We like reactions. A reaction is walking out on us. A reaction is throwing tomatoes at the stage. That's a healthy psychological reaction. We started combining the use of light and the use of theatrics and the use of as many art forms as possible, and it's still growing. That's the whole idea of it. From the moment I leave my house or my hotel room, the public owns me. The public made Alice Cooper, and I can't imagine ever turning my back on my fans. All I really wanted to do was make an album that was going to be just back to what I like to do. And it was a coincidence that these new bands, this new wave of bands, were doing Alice and Iggy Rock. Why be boring? Have some fun. Rock shows should be like movies. I don't go to a movie hoping it'll change my life. On stage, I'm this figure, this actor, who does things that people aren't used to seeing, and I relish in that reaction. In real life, though, I play golf, I shop, and I walk around with no makeup on and my hair in a ponytail. I may not be the typical middle-aged Joe, but I'm closer to normal than you think. I'm not crazy about country western music, but the lyrics are good. They should invent some way to tape record your dreams. I've written songs in my dreams that were Beatles songs. Then I'd wake up, and they'd be gone. Hard rock will always be hard rock, but you don't really know what is rock and what isn't anymore. I don't consider a lot of the pop things I hear on the radio to be rock and roll. It's just kind of fragmented. I always think that you should be striving to write your best song. My granddad was an evangelist, and my grandma, she was as tough as nails. She watched American Bandstand every day when she was in her 80s, 90s. She loved rock music. I never had anyone in my family that was anti-rock and roll. Thanks for watching. Don't forget subscribe.